Hello again everyone, it's Hayley here at Raising Blooms. How are you all doing? I haven't asked for a couple of vlogs, I don't think, but what's the weather like where you are? Are you having a heat wave like we are? Are you melting? Or is it slightly cooler? What is the weather like where you are? What's it doing? It's been so hot, so hot. We're just not built for it here, are we? We're really not built for it here. We shouldn't complain because it doesn't last long and we don't get it often. But yeah, we're all just, I think everyone's just too hot to do anything. It feels hard work. It feels hard work to do any gardening. The only time when really I get to come out is kind of later on in the evening. And a little dip in the pool is also quite welcome at that time as well, when it's been in the sun all day. So lovely to have a little dip. But yeah, gardening is just feeling like a little bit of a slog right now. So do let me know what the weather's like where you are and how you're finding things. If it's as hot where you are as it is here, I do hope that you're managing to stay cool and hydrated. I know that this will be over in a few short weeks, I imagine, and we'll be thrown into cooler temperatures and probably complaining about that. So we should make the most of it. I am finding it's quite a struggle keeping up with my allotment at the moment, or not really keeping up with it, but just even, yeah, I suppose we're in the prime time for weeds just taking over. But with the new allotment, just thinking about all those brambles that are just going to reoccur. I did go down and tidy up my old allotment as well last week, and I just thought, oh God, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. It just bindweed everywhere, nettles, brambles. I did manage to harvest some carrots and some lettuce that was about to bolt, so that's one thing. But yeah, the kids don't enjoy it as much as they used to with me, so sometimes I do think I have got a lovely sized garden. Maybe I should just try to utilise it a little bit more and make some space for some extra growing areas, which I could do because I do have a compost zone at the back here, which I don't really utilise as a compost area because it just gets prunings and sticks and things just thrown on the top of it. So I could really dismantle all of that and wood chip all of the sticks and things that are on the top, and then use the pallets to create some raised beds there, which I may do. And then when it comes around to the autumn, I might reevaluate things with my allotments and decide whether or not I really need the extra responsibility, because I am finding it a little bit overwhelming at the moment. I do have my pumpkins growing on at the new allotment. It's just the brambles there is crazy, and the watering situation. Like the guy, my allotment neighbour's very lovely, and he has said that I can use his water system that he's got, but for how long is that going to be okay, you know, because I have to keep going onto his plot to get his water, and obviously we're kind of realigning the paths and stuff, so he's got a different entrance onto his allotment. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. How are you guys all feeling about, if you've got an allotment, how are you feeling about that? Are you finding it a bit overwhelming, or just your growing spaces in general? Is it all a bit much at the moment? Perhaps it is just the heat. Perhaps it's just the heat getting to me. I'm questioning my life choices. Yeah, I don't know. I do have a lovely sized garden. I really could then concentrate just here and have just all my efforts put in here. It's just, I suppose it's nice having the allotment because it's just a different space entirely, isn't it? And my new plot is in a really lovely location. So it's just somewhere different to go, isn't it? But it's just more work, more responsibility, more effort and time. but we'll see. In this week's vlog, I am just going to be doing some gentle gardening. That's all I can really muster the energy to do at the moment. I will be planting some bits out in my vegetable garden. I will catch you up on what we done down at the other end of the garden, where we was just edging the beds and planting in a few new plants in the shady border, because it was looking a bit heavy on one end and just a bit sparse on the other end. It just didn't look right. Because if you remember, I scattered those wildflower seed mix that Mum got for me, and I don't know, it's all kind of come up on one end and not much down the other, so it just kind of looks a little bit lopsided. So I did buy a few extra plants to kind of even it up. I got some baby's breath, gypsiphilia, and I got a boscovelle rose. If you remember, that was on my list. David Austin boscovelle rose, that was on my list to buy, on my wish list. So I thought, great opportunity to grab that then. It was calling me anyway. I walked into the garden centre and it was literally right there, and it was the only one, and I thought, it's there for a reason. It was put there for me. So I got a boscovelle, and I did buy a couple of salvias as well, because roses and salvias go well together. So yeah, I've got some footage of me sorting out that border. As I say, we've done some edging and just some tidying up really. We spent all day in the garden. It was last weekend, spent all day out in the garden doing some jobs there. But yeah, it will just be some general pottering today. So do come along and join me and sit back, relax and watch a little gentle pottering kind of day in the garden. I will say one thing, I'm excited to say I have noticed some new blooms on my wisteria at the front, and it's the white one that's flowering, so that's good news. That's lovely. It always smells so nice, the white one. Have you got any wisteria blooming at the moment? There's a job that you should do as well this month, being July, 7th month. If you do have wisteria, you should cut it to the 7th leaf node now. That's how you should prune your wisteria in July. So from the main stem, you cut it 7 leaf nodes along, so you get a lot of whippy bits. At the moment it's still going to be growing everywhere, so if you need to tidy it up, that's what you should be doing in July, unless you are trying to train your wisteria over a pergola or something and you want to keep those whippy bits. But the one at the front of my house does need to be tamed, because it is always constantly trying to go over into my neighbour's side of the houses, so yeah, I need to keep a bit of a check on that. It's 7 leaf nodes in July and then 2 in February, the 7th month and the 2nd month. But I'll do that in another video anyway. We can prune my wisteria together. So yeah, stay with me and enjoy a gentle gardening vlog today. So I'm just here now at the front of the house, over by my rose hedge that was newly planted this year with bare root roses. I planted 10 Queen Elizabeth roses here. They've done so well. I think one of them is at least 3 foot tall already, closer to the front of the border. But I'm just giving it a quick deadhead here. It's an important job to do throughout the season to encourage the plant to focus its energy on giving you lots of new beautiful blooms. I'm just over in the smaller border in my garden now. I placed a salvia that I bought at the Range Garden Centre where I'm going to plant it here because I've got 2 roses there. Here is the salvia and the David Austin Boscobel rose here. These are the plants that I'm going to be putting into my shady border. As I explained to you, it was looking a bit lopsided. So I have these 2 gypsophila here as well. A really delicate pink variety. I think that fills it out a little bit better. I'm sure there's a bit more wiggling and, you know, playing about that I need to do. But I'm quite happy with how it's coming together. We tidied up this very woody old rosemary shrub that we've got growing here because it was just overhanging the steps ever so slightly too much and people just kept knocking into it, so it just needed a little tidy up. And over now in the shady border, my husband's digging the holes for me so that I can pop in my new plants, a little collection. Here he is now, just tidying up the edge of that border and keeping things looking nice and neat. We've done the same thing to the small border here as well, and honestly, what a difference. Making the path look nice and tidy too.
I go in there?
Not yet.
I said I'll go in there with my feet.
And while all that's going on, the pool is slowly filling. I think these 2 colours complement each other so well, but here they are in their final position. It was also time to top up the pond. We tend to use water from the stream for this job, or the water butts. Just giving you a little walk around now and showing you the work we've been doing. My granddad's rose peace, looking very pretty. I've come out into the garden, it's about 7 o'clock in the evening. It's literally the only time really at the moment that's bearable to do any gardening because it's just so hot. So hot. But what I thought I would get up to is cut back my nepeta. I'll show you. It's looking very tired now, and I'm hoping that if I cut that back now I will get another flush of flowers. Hopefully, we're July now, so hopefully I will get another flush of flowers by cutting that back now. So I'm going to get on with that job, and then I'm going to do some watering because the garden's very thirsty. We are currently having a hose pipe ban, so it's going to be a long job because I need to just fill up watering cans. So join me for the fun. I'm basically just cutting where the flowers end at a leaf junction. So if you can see, take this one here. Oops, a daisy, sorry. I'll take this one, and there's a buzzy bee, and I'm just going to cut down for that leaf junction just at the end there. Just where the blooms are ending. I mean, there's still some bees buzzing around, but I can't see that they're getting much from this now. Got my lavender here as well, kind of getting a bit in the way. Have any of you done this yet? Am I a bit late to the game? Some of you might have done the Chelsea chop. I didn't do that. If I had done a Chelsea chop, I would probably still have a lot of this nepeta in full bloom because it would have flowered a little bit later. Having the Chelsea chop, which would have been probably just before they had started flowering. Quite hard to do this with all the lavender there, I will be honest. I will also do it with my salvia, because that's pretty much over with now as well. But yes, if you haven't done this already, it might be an idea for you to do it too and encourage more blooms. These are kind of clumped together a bit more like this because I've staked them up. I definitely have planted them a little bit too close together as well. You know, I like to cram my borders, as you will probably know by now. Got more down the other end of the border. And we'll do the same with the salvia. If you can see, look, this is over with now pretty much. If I chop it back, hopefully I will get some more blooms. Bit of grass. Oh. Oh, I've got a verbena there. I think that was accidental. That's that done. There's a weed. Put that out of there. This hasn't done anything for me. Nothing at all. Let's see, look, these are ready to give you some seeds. Yeah. Still got a little bit more nepeta just here. That's that section. Time to get on with some watering now. As I mentioned before, there is currently a hosepipe ban where I live. I have no idea how long this will continue for, but you aren't supposed to use your hose to directly water your garden, though you can use it to fill up watering cans. Make that make sense. But anyway, this is where we find ourselves. It's a long and arduous job. I can't imagine having to live without my hose pipe. It does make life much easier. Another important job that keeps me busy this time of year is to keep cutting back those sweet peas. As we know, once they set seed, it slows down the flower production, and we don't want that. We want to continue getting these beautiful smelling blooms for more weeks to come. Could this be more leather jacket damage on my lawn? I really don't know. As some of you who have followed my vlogs know, I have treated it twice with nematodes. So is this just very dry weather? We've been making lots of onion and coriander salads lately, and I've run out of the coriander that I had sown. So I popped to Sainsbury's and picked up these with the intention of planting them into my vegetable garden. And here I am now doing just that job. I will be planting these shop-bought herbs into this planter in my kitchen garden. I think it's a really affordable way of topping up your herb beds, because these are really inexpensive, aren't they, when you buy them in the supermarket? And yeah, we really are using lots of coriander at the moment, so this is my solution. I'm just over here now doing my daily check on my purple sprouting broccoli, looking for those cabbage white butterfly eggs. And I did find some too. So we're here now at the cucumbers, which are quite a mess because they've started to cling on to anything they can, like this bike. So I'm going to have to try to disentangle what I can. Oh, I think that's broken. That tendril. Right. And all I can think is I've got these sticks, these bamboo canes, and I'm going to try to pop them into the cucumbers. Just think this up its lid. And tie them, I think. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie them for some support there. That's all I can do really, isn't it? They're very long. You can see. That's where we are. Tie them for some support, but I don't think that's going to be enough if they continue to grow taller. I've got some of this soft twist wire plant ties. don't do it too tight, but equally I want to encourage it to tie itself on, really. And clinging onto the strawberries. Oh, I've got a cucumber. Can you see? I'll point to it. This is my first cucumber. There's another one there. It's exciting. So they're doing what they should be. They're not going to enjoy touching the compost, so don't break. Okay. And last one. I can't see any cucumbers on this one. So yeah. Oops. That. Oh, let's hope that's enough. They're up and supported now at least. Let's hope that's enough for them. Start clinging on and supporting themselves. Just over in the greenhouse now at my tomatoes. I'm going to show you how I pinch out the side shoots to make the plant focus all its energy on growing lovely fruits. So here is the main stem of the plant. Here is a side branch, and this little thing growing here is a side shoot that we want to pinch out. And you just need to go along all of your tomato plants looking for these side shoots. I've found another one further down and bring you down to it. Just here, here's the main stem, here is a side branch, and this little piece just here between the two is a side stem that we can pinch out. Here's another one here, here's the main stem, here's a side branch, and this here is a little side shoot that we do not want the plant to spend time and energy focusing on. Willerton Old Hall. It smells beautiful. I thought I would end the vlog by leaving you with an image of my beautiful Coco Loco rose. And as always guys, if you're still here and watching until the end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care, bye for now.